Traffic alert for drivers in Fargo today.
Starting at 8 a.m., the southbound lanes of 42nd Street South between 37th Avenue South and 44th Avenue South will come to a close. One lane of traffic on 42nd Street South will be maintained in each direction throughout this closure, though.
And 40th Avenue South will close to traffic between 42nd and a half Street South and 42nd Street South. Eastbound traffic will be detoured to 44th Avenue through 45th Street. Westbound traffic will be detoured to 45th Street through 44th Avenue.
The road is expected to fully reopen by the end of the day Monday, June 10th. The lane closures will allow for asphalt surface repairs to be completed.